Yesterday, I got out of a hospital, a psychiatric inpatient hospital. I was there for 2 weeks. I'm really glad I went. I was really afraid to go, even though I needed some sort of help. I was just really scared to look for it because I've had really bad experiences in the past with being misdiagnosed and then medicated wrong, and I ended up being in and out of psych wards for about a 2-year period because the medication they had me on was causing me to basically mimic the symptoms of schizoaffective disorder, sort of. I was having visual hallucinations where things would move and, it was like I was tripping on shrooms or something. Eventually, I took myself off that medication and got the right diagnosis. But anyways, I knew I really needed help. Things have just been getting a lot worse for me. And the doctors there, they didn't know a lot about head trauma, which not a lot of doctors do, which I'm starting to see as strong medical negligence because we have a lot more information on it. I'm not sure why they're not accessing it, but they really don't take the time to go and learn the new information on this stuff. But one really good thing that did come out of it was I got some medication that really helped stabilize me on top of some of the medication I was already on. And they also said that what I'm experiencing is very similar to someone with borderline personality disorder. Well, not similar, I fit all of the criteria. I have been diagnosed with that before, just by the psychiatrist I see. I've been a little resistant to that, partly because head trauma can mimic other things, and also because it's very possible that I'm having coexisting issues with head trauma and borderline, and people with personality disorders just are notorious for not having the insight to know that they have a personality disorder. So I've really kind of accepted that I've got two things going on. I definitely have neurological damage without a question. But like the stimulants that I take to help with that, they really help with a lot of the aspects about the head trauma. And then still, on top of that, there's still issues that are definitely borderline. So yeah, that was really helpful. I feel a lot more stable. It's still hard work. I just got out, but I have very low set of coping skills. So I know I've been definitely adopting more of a victim role, and I don't want to keep doing that. I've started doing some DBT exercises. I'm going to be going into a partial program, and then hopefully also getting into an intensive outpatient program for DBT, which is dialectic behavioral therapy. I think it was designed for people with borderline. And I'm still pursuing the treatment for head trauma, which is really difficult. I'm going to see a concussion specialist. I'm going to see that doctor at some point this coming month in April. Hopefully that goes well. I'm just, just moving forward, whether I find the results I'm looking for right away or not. I kind of have to come to terms with the fact that it's going to be a difficult road to get a lot of treatment for what is the neurological damage. And, hopefully the DBT and working with the borderline aspect of things really helps too. It scares me a little bit because things that are a result of neurological damage, it's harder to treat that with behavioral therapies. It's kind of like the difference in, all of these mental health issues stem from like neurological things. But the difference is that when it's because of a head trauma, like a physical impact, an external physical damage, it's kind of like dealing with someone who has muscular atrophy and someone who's paralyzed. You can work behaviorally in the sense of someone having muscular atrophy. You can get those muscles to work again, and I really don't know how personality disorders work. I don't know a lot about it. So, but that's just my analogy. But if somebody's paralyzed, you can't just take away their wheelchair and be like, let's do some exercises to get your legs stronger. There has to be some kind of other treatment. So, yep, that's just my update. I feel more stable than I did, and I was really spinning out of control. So I'm happy for that. I'm really pleased with the exercises I've learned so far, and I want to learn more more exercises on how to cope with things. So we'll see.